Hello, I am live again, and it is day 14 of my 30-day challenge. First of all, I want to say I apologize for all of the ums in my video yesterday. There it is. There's one. I need to stop that. The umming. I hadn't really noticed it in other videos. But I definitely noticed it in yesterday's. And it's kind of too bad because I really liked the whole theme of it and the soul story. And I don't know. It's all part of the learning, right? I think the point is to slow down and think about what I'm going to say, because otherwise I tend to fill the space rather than just taking a minute to think. So I apologize for any future ums that pop out. I will definitely try and be more mindful. So I I have decided to do a reading with the Colette Baron Reed's Good Tarot. Has been calling to me lately. It has a good energy to it. It has pretty pictures, and I like that it helps me learn tarot, like traditional tarot, a little bit better. It's close to a traditional tarot deck, and I think that any tarot reader can pick it up and be like, oh yeah, this card means this, so it's just a little out of the ordinary. I think mostly with the major arcana cards. But anyway, I am going to try something a little different today. Normally I've been shuffling the cards and waiting for a jumper, one that kind of pops out, and let that be the card, or let those be the cards that I do the readings on. And it's a little bit awkward, and sometimes it takes a little bit. The jumpers don't always jump out right away. So this time I am going to just do a couple shuffles. I've already shuffled a few times before I started the video. And I am simply going to cut the deck. I'll do it on camera so you can see. So I'm going to cut the deck. Boop. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to shuffle one more time. And this is actually something that I originally started doing with card decks. It was just something that kind of came to me. I just started doing it, basically. And what I do is I simply just hold the deck in my hands, and then I let my fingers kind of gently pull it apart and let it come apart where it wants to. And sometimes it's in the middle, sometimes it's on the end. It's just kind of wherever. So I just did that. And the card that came up is Four of Air. Yeah, unfortunately my camera's not that great. But Four of Air. So air in the traditional tarot deck is swords, Four of Swords, and represents the mind. and thoughts. Let's see what this one says. 4 of air. Healing, meditation, rest, recuperation. Oh my God, does this resonate with me? It's time to rest my mind and allow peace to take the place of busyness or boredom. The mind needs quiet to think and find clarity. If I allow my mind to rest, I will have greater clarity and my mind will be sharper. This is the time for a break. I need to take care of myself. Well, I just have to say this is exactly the focus, what the focus has been for me today. I've been struggling with my health to the point where I actually got tested. I don't know if I said that in another video, but I felt funky enough that I thought, okay, I better make sure that, I'm not infecting others, that I shouldn't like right away put myself in quarantine. And nicely, the test came out negative, which was a huge relief. So now, it's just kind of like, okay, well, it's not that, but obviously something is wrong because I've had this low grade weirdness going on. And I know that it's due to, in a large part, to stress. The stress has been affecting my ability to sleep. There have been other things that affect my ability to sleep. I have crazy cats who scratch at my door at like sometimes 3 in the morning wanting breakfast. Just like, no, you're crazy. I actually have a little squirt bottle. Squirt them with. But if it's not them, then my son, various reasons, trying to get homework done, or just some days it goes later than I intend. And even if I didn't have any other things waking me up, my body would just naturally do it. So, so yeah, lack of sleep, stress, just everything. And I know that I'm not the only one experiencing this. I know that there are a lot of people who are really deep in their struggles, dealing with stress in various forms. And stress very often affects our sleep, affects our ability to digest food properly, to just, it raises our cortisol, kind of the stress hormone that causes weight gain and other problems. I mean, it's just, it's a huge domino effect. So really this card is all about what I call extreme self-care. And I've been getting the message loud and clear and doing my best to follow it. Sometimes life happens and it just, you do the best you can, and sometimes it's not enough. The body's just like, no, give me more. And I think that's what I'm up against, is my body needing more than I'm giving it, even though I feel like I'm doing my best. But it said healing, meditation, rest, recuperation. Yeah. And For me, I have a daily meditation practice, and I highly recommend that if you don't, that you start one, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to take very much time. Sometimes it can just be 10 minutes where you're just closing your eyes and breathing and just tuning out for a little bit. And honestly, meditation is kind of difficult for me. My brain is like going at warp speed most of the time, in so many different directions. Um, talk about monkey mind. So when I close my eyes and try and settle down and turn off my brain, I've, read people, I've read things that people have written about, oh, yes, you just close your eyes and let the thoughts float away. And I'm like, uh, I've never experienced that. Really, my practice is trying to bring my awareness back to a point of focus. So, breathing is a really good example, feeling the breath going in and out of my nose. Uh, I like to do a grounding exercise. There's so many different things. There's guided meditations all over YouTube. I mean, just anything you could want. There's meditation music. I got this great app. I'll have to mention it in another video, but I can't remember what it's called, but binaural beats, maybe. But anyway, you can set it to a certain frequency, certain beats per minute, and it tells you how many beats will put you in different like, I can't think what the like brain levels. Like there's the alpha and the theta and the gamma, and anyway, you can set it to where you want it, and then you can overlay it over another app or YouTube or music, whatever is playing, and that can be really nice because when you kind of have that um, kind of background vibration, it it helps to tune in faster. So, what I'll do is I'll find it and I'll put the link in the description box below. It's a free app, so it's awesome. So, I feel like picking one more card. I, I already did a bunch of shuffling, so I'm just gonna let myself split the deck and let whatever card shows up be the one. Yeah, this is much better. I like this way. Ace of Fire. I'm sorry. I wish my camera was better. It's like a lantern. Oh, and there's a little fairy on top. Hey. So, Ace of Fire. Fire would be the equivalent to wands. It's all about passion and action. Okay, Ace of Fire. Spirit-powered action, inspired transformation, access to co-creative power. When I feel my connection to spirit, I see unlimited potential for transformation. There is no reason to fear because I am supported fully in imagining something new and daring to make it happen. This is a time to dream big. I can be bold and free because spirit inspires me to turn my dreams into reality. Wow. So these two cards together, the meditation, the healing, the rest and rejuvenation is what allows us to really go within and get in touch with that part of ourselves that is connected to everything. It is our higher self. It is. I heard one reader recently say, our spirit guides, um, angels, even the universe, God, all of that. We always think of it as being outside of ourselves, and really, it's all within. We are the creator because we are creations of the creator. Therefore, we are part of it. It was a soul story that I did a few days ago. But in order to really connect deeply with that more expanded version of ourselves, it's really necessary and important for us to tap in. And by doing that, we need to breathe. We need to breathe deeply and slowly. Meditation is about learning to focus our mind where normally our thoughts are just kind of going all over the place and they kind of have free reign. And meditation is to discipline the mind. And that's sort of in the practice of bringing the mind to a certain focus. Dang. Trying to reconnect. I don't even know if this is recording. I have terrible Wi-Fi. I don't know if this is recording, but anyway, maybe I'm on now. Maybe I'm recording. Maybe all of that didn't even come through. I'm so sorry. My Wi-Fi is terrible. So, point being, go within so that you can get in touch with that more expanded self. That is you, that is your higher self, that is directly connected to the universe, to source. And that's where we find dream big. That's where we find inspiration. And it allows us to focus on what's really important and what we truly want to manifest and create in our lives. And that's the whole point. It's the same message keeps coming through. It's kind of crazy. This whole series has been just this continual message that keeps compounding on itself. It's awesome. So I'm going to leave it there and just say thank you. Thank you for being here, for witnessing me on this crazy journey and me and all of my flawed self. I don't know. I'm just so grateful. And I'm just happy to be here doing this, even if I never have one viewer. And I know I have a handful of people who tune in sometimes. So anybody who is, you're awesome and just mean the world to me. And if ever I have 1,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers, my son keeps saying, when you have this many, you're going to get a plaque. And he's all excited. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But it's been a really fun journey, and I'm just so happy that you're here to share it with me, because that's my point, is I am here to share myself and this stuff that comes through me, to share it with you. So thank you. Love you. See you next time. Mwah.